guarantee that we did it because of Body Key or we did it because of Go 1B. What would happen this year? People doubted that that was one time only. But I tell people, you don't know Amway, you don't know our ABOs, because look at what happened over the last 40 years at Amway. No market has ever achieved what Amway Malaysia and what you have achieved. Stable, consistent, solid performance. You keep on bringing more people to the business. At this time, after 40 years, there's never been more people joining the business than right now. There's never been more successful people achieving their goals than right now. We've never had more sales and more orders than we have right now. Some companies, when they turn 40, they get ready to go to retirement. Or they have to reinvent themselves because they don't know what to do. Look at this. Look at this around the room. Do we look like we're ready to retire? If you look at this business and you see only the leaders as well, and also the new, we continue to grow this business for the next 40 years. Right? We celebrated 40 years, and we celebrated 40 years of heritage, 40 years of hardship, 40 years of success. But we said something as well, that this business was built upon partnership, it was built upon harmony, and it was built upon the leaders, not only the leaders of yesterday, but the leaders of today. And we were ready, and we showed the world that on our 40th, we celebrated 40 years together. We opened up a new product pavilion, and we're ready to show the world that this business will grow to new heights. Yes? I'm going to share a different story if I can. This is a story, of course, how many of you guys know these two people? Okay, some of you don't. This is a picture of Michael Phelps and Joseph Schooling. Okay? Michael Phelps, everybody know? Most decorated Olympic athlete ever. 28 Olympic medals. 23 of them gold. No other athlete has ever achieved this in the history of the Olympic Games. An amazing athlete, an amazing story. And he would have had 24, except for this young man that he met 8 years ago. They met for the first time in Singapore in 2008. That was his hero. He wanted to take a picture. This young man, Joseph Schooling, at that time, 13, wanted to swim and eventually get a chance to swim against his hero in 2012 at the London Olympics. He's 17 years old, and he's about to swim against his hero and represent his country. He doesn't get a chance to go to the finals. He actually gets disqualified, or actually he doesn't go on in the quarters. Because as he's about to go for his race, the Olympic officials said, your equipment is not legal. Not official Olympic standard. 17-year-old young man, so mad. Look at the quotes that he put on Facebook or Twitter. So disappointed with my swim, because by the time he got new goggles, he was already not prepared. Not mentally strong enough to overcome a little challenge. Right before my swim, officials told me I can't use my equipment. Absolute BS. You know what that means, yeah? Not a good word. Very, very mad. Thanks for messing my swim. He blamed the world. Second quote. Somebody says, oh, no, they didn't check my suit. I didn't get it. Another 2 swimmers who are also sponsored by the same company, wearing the same gear. Why could they swim? Again, young, not yet ready, and he wanted to take it out, and he was angry. Angry at everybody else. His mind and his attitude not yet prepared to face a challenge. So he tells this story because his hero, Michael Phelps, who had won 8 gold medals in Beijing and is about to win again a lot of more gold medals in the London Olympics. He sees this young man of 17. He remembers him from Singapore. And he says, he looks sad. And he's walking right behind Michael Phelps. And Michael Phelps said, what's wrong? Because he knew. And he told Michael Phelps what happened. And Michael Phelps hugged him and said, it's okay. You're young. Keep your head up high. Learn from the experience and keep moving. I'm going to show you then, 2016, just 6 months ago, almost. I don't know if you remember the story or saw the race. So I'm going to play the race for you, if I can.
Semi-finals was the best by far of everyone, and he starts well again. He's in lane 4.
Have the same kind of first 50 speed. How much has the toll of racing taken on his body, and whether or not he can mow down a man that's 10 years younger than him.
And is still schooling, and into the final, and he's a body length clear almost. Can he hold on? We were hoping to see history in the pool, but we are history because Singapore has won an Olympic gold medal and an Olympic record time.
Second, Michael Phelps, Chad McClough and Laszlo Chair have all got a silver medal.
That slowly built to this. I love this. He said, who is my hero? Well, of course, it's Michael Phelps. He stands up there and assumes the mantle of Phelps, who is seeking his 4th consecutive gold medal in this event.
I don't know if you saw at the very end, it said 4 athletes from 4 continents. We're going to 4 continents ourselves at Amway, are we not? Yes. 4 years, 4 continents. But the reason for the story, I go back again. Look where Michael Phelps is, what lane, and where Joseph Schooling is. 2 lanes over. He comes over to hug Joseph Schooling. He doesn't have to, right? He comes over to hug this young mentor, young protege, somebody who looks up to him. Look at Michael Phelps in both of these pictures. More importantly, look at his hands. Where is his hand in both pictures? On the shoulder of Joseph Schooling. This man who has 28 Olympic medals is so proud of the person who just received his first. So proud, and he knows that in this moment, he is going through a lot, and he wants to just show his support. for somebody who's just joined the elite. At the press conference, people wanted to ask Michael Phelps, are you going to retire? And all these other questions. Michael Phelps said, stop. This young man just won a medal, an Olympic gold medal. Ask him a few questions. This is his day, his moment. Two people connected, 8 years separates them. An amazing story. We all have mentors that we look at and people that inspire us. This is a young man who's finally able to show his mentor that he can also be on the same stage. I'm going to show you now another story real quick.
Little boy, when you speak.
The emphasis was never on swimming, It was more for water